Fashion and beauty influencer King Steph turned her high numbers of followers and likes into a business that became so lucrative, she put her Columbia master's degree on the shelf and quit a full-time office job. She's paid by fashion and beauty brands to model and post her pictures and views it as a launch pad.
I don't just want to stay here doing this one thing. I think it's really important to grow and use this platform to launch yourself upwards.
There are many financial rewards, but it's not as easy as it looks. Let's find out what our panel has to say. King Steph, she's a model and influencer. She's has a Columbia master's degree and NYU undergraduate degree. Steph, great to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Steph, first of all, what is an influencer? We hear this term being thrown around all the time.
Yeah, I think to me an influencer, you can have influencers with millions of followers, you can have influencers with 20,000 followers. I think it really just is a person who has a social media presence and gets that engagement from an audience that's captive to them and really cares about what they're posting and really wants to engage with them on a regular basis. That's how I define it.
Now, how did you get into it? Because you have a master's degree from Columbia.
Yeah,
okay? Yeah. Ivy League school, a big degree,
For sure.
a lot of credentials, but you're working full-time as an influencer now. How did that happen?
So originally I had a little following back in the day when Instagram had first started up, and I deleted it because I was going this professional route. So I probably had 12 or 13,000, deleted it because I was nervous that it was going to influence my professional development. And then I restarted my Instagram. I had a few pictures go viral, reposted by different sites, and I kind of thought to myself, okay, like stop running from it. It keeps coming to you, and just kind of leverage it and work with it. So for a while I was working full-time. I was getting my master's part-time at Columbia, and then also I would be shooting on the weekends or after work. So it was a lot. I was just building this all at the same time. And then eventually I finished my master's, and I saw that I had a little saved up, and I hated my last job. So I quit. And right when I was running out of savings, like down to my last 1,000, I got my first big contract. And I remember I cried. I read the email and I cried. But it's really such a blessing to be able to use a platform that I built myself and to work for myself. And, it's been great. It really has. I never imagined this for myself, but I'm blessed to be able to do this.
All right. How did you get, okay, so you quit your job.
I quit my job.
Did you have a moment where you were like going, how am I going to pay the bills?
No, I think it's great that I have a master's as kind of my backup. I got more into this halfway through my master's, and I wasn't just going to quit and not get it. So I think for me, I have a little bit more stability than maybe some other influencers who don't have that backup plan. But yeah, I mean, I definitely have moments where it's hard, right? Influencing, it's like a new market. There's no blueprint for how to do it.
Take us through the evolution though. Like, did people see you when they start sending you stuff?
Yeah,
or they tag you, or
so
they
the pictures will
DM'd
go
you or
viral.
something?
They'd be reposted on different pages, and then companies will reach out to you. They'll send you a DM. They'll say, hey, we really love your photos and your pictures. We'd love to send you some free products. I think when you first start out, that's how it goes. You get free products. You don't really get paid so much. But then as you start, growing your following, more reposts, the company reposting you helps as well to grow your following. Then from there, you can, demand what you're worth. You can demand money for posts and for stories and things like that. So you definitely have to put your time in building your following and creating those relationships and showing what you can do. But I think after a certain point, you should definitely be making money for it.
So when you got your first contract, can you tell us like what range was that, or how much was that, and what was it for?
It was enough for me to be able to quit my job and not worry about bills or paying my credit card or rent for 6 months. So it's a 6-month contract.
Wow.
Yes, and it was, like I said, a blessing. I'm getting chills thinking about it right now.
For clothing or for beauty products?
Yeah, for clothing. So just getting different outfits and modeling them and showing them off online, and putting up the link where they can buy them for some of the big online fashion.
Like we're talking
companies.
6 figures, 5 figures?
Not 6 figures, 5 figures for sure.
That's incredible.
Which is great when you think about it. And like I said, I don't take any of this for granted. I think it's a huge blessing to be able to do creative things, work from home, and make what someone's making, like entry level.
No rush hour commute, no sitting on
hang out
jam
with my
subways.
puppy. Yeah, it's great.
That's unbelievable. And thank you for joining us for this episode of Street Soldiers. I'm your host, Lisa Evers. Remember, use your mind. It's your best weapon. I hope it's your only weapon. Let's push for peace.